Given the higher IQ of Northeast Asians, do you have any theories as to why their civilization hasn't given as much to the world, why they haven't invented as many things, etc.?
You know, the trouble with this whole field being so riddled with taboos and corrupt in academia is that there are so few scientists addressing what are obviously fascinating questions. Questions such as the one you've asked is fundamentally interesting. I mean, here we have a real anomaly. The East Asians seem to have a higher IQ, but they have a lower level, at the moment anyway, of cultural productivity. How can this be? But in order to address that question, academics have to first admit that the higher IQ of East Asians than whites is in fact meaningful, which they won't do because, not that they don't want whites to be below East Asians, but if they do that, then they'll have to accept that Africans are so much lower than whites. So this is another unresolved question.
Professor Rushton, most of the advances that have been most important for technology, science, I imagine they are disproportionately, if not almost exclusively, the product of what we would call geniuses. And the Asian IQ is slightly higher than the whites, but white people have the IQ is more spread out. So doesn't that give us just as high a percentage of geniuses as the East Asians? Might that not be part of the explanation as far as why most of the important advancements for society seem to have come from the Western white countries?
Yeah, I'll repeat what you just said slightly differently. As far as I can see, there are three good reasons, three good explanations for why East Asians do in fact have a higher IQ than whites, but have not been as culturally innovative recently. The first one is, as you just said, that the bell-shaped distributions differ. Even though the average East Asian is higher, the standard deviation is narrower. So there's a lot more people clustered